Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Greetings all. I've been told, because I do what I'm told, of Simon Peter. I don't know anything about the Bible. Well, I grew up with, I don't remember anything. That's not my thing. I guess there's a message. Yeah, he's here. So there's a message from Saint Peter, I think. Not the Peter that you would know from your Bible, apparently. I'm not much into that stuff. You know, even if I read through, I won't remember anything if it means anything to me. But anyway, it does not mean he does not have a message. And for all the Christians out there, we send our love and support to all of you. And to hopefully the fear that goes in your religions will be released. But I'm not sure what. As I said, I don't know what's going to come through. But there's going to be another channeling after this. This is going to be more extraterrestrial. But this one is of St. Peter. Don't know a whole lot about him. So I'm just going to post a thing up here as I go into this channeling state. Wednesdays I'll figure out how to use this. Of course, there's a Wikipedia of him. There's St. Peter. I believe this is the same Peter. Yeah, Simon Peter. Yes. Now I was told Peter, yes. Okay, trust your instincts. Okay. So anyway, apparently Peter has a message. Should I put this picture up? What am I doing? All right. Brings me back to those Mantis days. So anyway, I might as well put this up there. That's a little bit more prettier than I am, I guess. So here we go. This is a channeling of Saint Peter, or Simon Peter, one of Jesus's disciples. He has a message. So here we go. Go into meditative state. See you guys on the other side, and here we go. Blessings all, angels of love, light, magic, come in to cleanse this area. Positive messages, positive healing for the souls, for those of it that are in pain. Blessings to all. That was from Saint Michael. Archangel Michael, if you need a name. Well, still here. One moment. Archangel Michael. All right, let me go into grounding. I haven't done it. I know it sounds like a chant. Mantis channeling, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Blessings all. Positive messages. Positive messages. Greetings. This is Archangel Michael. We send you love, support, as you build a bridge to your higher self, as you awaken your heart, find who you truly are, without fear, without resentment, to unleash yourself upon the world, the true you, without holding back, to bring joy to others, but mostly important, to bring joy to yourself, the highness of you. This channeling is not my message tonight, but yes, I would adore to be a part of your society. But at this time, it is best to bring in a new energy, someone who has not connected to your society through this conduit at least. One of Jesus's disciples, one that brings in so much enlightenment to all during his time, but yes, lived with much grief during his time period. This is Peter, Simon Peter, but Peter is a name he'd much rather be known by. We send you love from God and all the angels to bring a great healing into your soul, to let the demons escape. Those that need to teach you lessons may stay for a bit, but for all must leave eventually. Their lessons have been learned. But still, that does not mean you cannot learn. More lessons will be learned without the demons living within. But they will have messages on the outside to bring you stronger to spirit. As these struggles go through, you get closer to spirit, closer to God. As life becomes more burdensome in some degree, that's only strengthening you, make into a more powerful being. And that is why you are here, to strengthen your strengths. Send you much love, all of you, as Peter begins to enter this vessel. We send you love. This is Archangel Michael. Blessings to you all. Love and light. Understanding who you are. During my time, I did not know who I was. And when I did find out, I was scared of who I was. Adoring male energies more than female, but keeping that a secret. I did many things I should not have done during my time period. Hurt many people. Lived a lost life. And still I am very bitter of that lifetime. Yet I live as a saint in your world, and I do not feel like much of a saint at all. My energy was just fragmented by the times. I could not be who I was. I did not care much for women, so I had no problem suppressing them. And that is what led into your church eventually over time. And many of Jesus' teachings have been lost. Some of that was because of me, because I did not want them to be heard. As a lover of the same sex, I went through that much. And that was very difficult. So much of that has been lost. As in, Jesus had an acceptance of all people, loving everyone, and even I was in denial and kept it from the public view. But it has been leaked out here in different scriptures, but mostly lost, where both sexes are accepted to love each other. The same sex, I should say, to love each other. But still, I felt abnormal and not pure at all. Ugly in the inside. I did not know who I truly was, not really, because it did not feel normal during that time. Loving the same sex, but still having a bitterness against females because I just did not connect to them at all. I felt like they were almost alien in many ways. I did not care for their spirit, their thinking, their minds. Of course, over time, I began to enjoy their company, but at a young age, I did not care for them, but still had a bitterness against them, not understanding why. As your church or religions suppress the female energy, unfortunately, my energy is involved with that in some ways. I am not proud of that. Because the feminine energy has so many secrets, so much love for this society, but that is why it's suppressed. You can see that. The female energy, the feminine energy, torn down so the male can dominate, but not letting the female live a life of light, a life of eternity. Because the male was afraid, but also because of ego, kept the female energy away from her supreme potential. That is much higher than male, but both are equal. But still, the male was much jealous, and I was one of them. Not necessarily jealous, but more just disappointed and angry at them. And even myself feeling almost like a freak in some ways for being the way I was. Feeling unaccepted, feeling left out. Their society now is a society I'd much rather be a part of in that regard, but I feel still I do not belong to any society other than the one I was existing in. I still feel very lost. Even after all this time, I still feel very lost. In your society, I should say. I did not learn all I should have learned. I still carry much bitterness. I have to overcome this, but even now, my pain is. It has actually helped others, at least in my perspective of things, to be yourself and not worry about it. But also, do not discriminate against others. Yes, there are many heterosexuals that who do not like gays, but also as many gays that do not like heterosexuals. You understand that. You might want to understand that more. That many, during my time, homosexuals did not like heterosexuals at all, and I was one of them. Against the female energy also. But you see this now in your cultures, but even during my time, it was well known of the same sexes, but still that was not looked upon as something that was all that well accepted. I have many demons within myself that needs to be prepared, and over time it will be. But for this message, why I am here is to tell you I am not perfect. I am fully flawed. For me to be seen as a saint is quite discouraging because it's not me. I am no saint. I am a flawed human being who has many issues against the human race in general because of the ways of sexuality, but not just that, of freedoms that have been suppressed. I was even one of these that suppressed other freedoms of other individuals. I'm not proud of it. Jesus saw my flaws and still accepted me for who I was, but I did not care much for myself during those times. I did not love myself all those times. During those times, many of Jesus' disciples are sometimes the most tortured. I was one of them, or maybe the most. Lost, conflicted, not with heaven. But in the other side, I am learning much, but still I carry these burdens around me, even still to this day. Guys, I have not lived a life of where I can clear this out of my system, because for most of the part, I feel like I need much of it. I need this aggravation. I need this. Because it helps others see both sides of the story. As some connect to my energy, they do not know it's me because the stereotype of what they've been taught. that is the opposite of me, but they still connect to my energy, not knowing who I am. But they still are fed information from me to them, to be themselves, to not be afraid to express yourself, no matter your sexuality. Be you, but do not discriminate against each other, as some would much rather do, and they still do today, as you see. For those gays that do not like the heteros, it is time to release that anguish and to share love to each other, not hold back. Having this hatred towards another sexual preference is not well. Of course, there's many heteros that have anger against this sexuality that I am, but still, it is best for everyone to love each other no matter what, to accept and to love and to bring a sense of pride to each other, that we are human beings, and that's what matters most. My message is very simple. It's to love one another. Yes, that is a simple message, but hard to do, isn't it? To eat healthy, be healthy in mind and spirit, and let go old grudges. As for what I think of the church today, remember I had no part in it, in its inception. It is not what you see it as. Those that are part of the Catholic Church who feel that it is not truly showing its true colors, you are more than correct. It is corrupt like any other religion. Most religions are lost of their identity, but not this one, because they know exactly what they're doing. And that is suppressing the human race, keeping it from its full potential, sowing fear, but using a word of God to do so, to woven it into your mind, so you think you have the answers, that you are bad, and that is not true. You are a loving, caring spirit that is a world of learning. You are just a student of a great university. You are not bad. You are learning, that is all. To come into this world and be called a sinner is not right. You are just a student. That is all. Learning beautiful things to improve yourself. That is excellent. And also coming into a world that does not very much welcome you at all now, does it? It is not very welcoming. But to come here anyway and to learn to continue to learn yourself. Coming into this world is to learn how powerful you truly are. To master this earth, you can say, by outliving this world, in some regard, yes. Outlive it, strengthen yourself, become a better person. Love everyone, but most importantly, love yourself. That's what matters most. God is always with you. Even if you are not with God, He is always with you. He and she. You're going through a healing phase of knowing, and this knowing is becoming into your life to strengthen you. You are powerful. Do not forget. But be powerful in a loving way. That is much easier, making your life easier. Holding grudges against others does nothing for you, but only stops your growth. There will be an incarnation for me in the future to let go of this pain, but at this time I feel I need it. To understand humanity, I need my pain to understand your pain. I send you so much love and gratitude for being here. I am Simon Peter. Love you all. Blessings. Much love.